everybody. Can you hear me? Give me thumbs up if you can hear me. Woohoo! We are taking a trip back to the 80s, you guys. We're going to have such a fun night. We have almost the entire cast of Rock of Ages from Carrie's Cocoa Booth Amphitheater with us tonight. We're so excited. It's going to be really, really fun. I think I might be having a little bit of a technical difficulty. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear, so we'll just cross our fingers and we're going to see how that goes. But I want to tell you, before we bring out the 4 stars of Rock of Ages, we have tomorrow a few announcements I want to say. We have a couple of awesome things coming up. We have Jesse Gebhardt, who is Raleigh's own, on Living Room Live tomorrow night. That is going to be super, super fun. So make sure you tune into our YouTube channel to see Jesse right here in our living room giving a live performance and a sassy conversation with me. That's going to be super fun. You guys, I just wanted to say before we get rolling, like for real, this was the hair that I had in 8th grade. Like this is exactly the way that I looked. Sans, I did not have the wrinkles, but this is how I wore my hair. I wore one hoop and like something else. I was definitely giving it like, you know, not symmetrical vibes. Always with a pink bra. Don't you worry about that. So I just wanted to let you know that if you looked at a picture of me, 1987 in 8th grade, this is what I would have looked like. Anyway, I'm really excited to walk down memory lane with these awesome people. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring out Dave Toole. Hi, Dave.
Hey!
Hey, I can hear you. It's amazing.
You can hear me.
Wonderful news. Okay, and I'm going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Wade. There she is.
Hey.
Hi, girl. I'm so happy to see you both. And ladies and gentlemen, live from our garage, it's Charlie Brady.
Hey!
Charlie in the house. And of course, here is Carly Jones. Hi, guys.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Screaming. Woo!
So much screaming.
I know. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us tonight. This is going to be really fun. And what an awesome show. And you guys were killer. Did you love doing it?
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Tell me about it, Dave.
Okay. So let me just say, first of all, this show, I as a kid who like got his start like singing along to like 80s hair metal songs and just loving that style of music. Getting to do it like on an amphitheater stage with like all like the, you know, the lights and everything, the fog like they would have had like in like the 80s metal hair days was like amazing. And this production was just fantastic. So much fun.
Aw, well, you were killer, as was everybody on this.
Yeah, definitely. Great cast.
I mean, great.
I wasn't really looking forward to it personally. But,
I remember that.
Seriously, Michael Berry and I had to literally talk him into it. Charlie, what was the thing that finally made you decide that you were like, all right, fine, I'll be Stacey Drax?
well, I was so hesitant because Michael Berry was directing it, and I just really don't like that guy very much. And so it really was a compromise. It was a compromise for my wife. But then he said motorcycle.
That's true.
And then I got to ride a motorcycle. I was like, done. I can put up with Michael Berry for that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was worth it. I'm so glad that we got that Harley Davidson sponsor.
Ah, man.
Pretty cool.
Man, that was a highlight. It was the highlight of my life, really, probably. I mean, who gets to do that?
Riding a motorcycle with a fur coat, you know, the fur coat really made it.
Dude, I will tell you though, the more that when we were looking back at these videos though, and like reminiscing on like what it took when they were like putting that platform down to like go down the grass, the more that I think about it, that was so dangerous. Like there was every reason that like those Harley Davidson guys that were there, like the sponsors, must have been like, what are they doing with their stuff? Like I had if it had just had like a millimeter of like moisture on it, gone. You know what I mean? Like, what were we thinking?
Do you think that they were?
That's rock and roll. That's rock and roll, Charlie.
Oh yes. like that's the epitome of just badass. You know.
Yeah.
It was the perfect place for it too. I just remember the first day that the motorcycle came to rehearsal, and we were like, "What the hell?" And it was like coming in from like you like came in from like out there. It was
out
really
there from heaven.
Yeah.
I think it was.
You heard it
probably
first.
heaven, probably.
Or hell, probably. I mean, let's be real. That was fun.
So Cameron, just to switch, kind of like switch it up for a second, less testosterone, more some female vibes for a second. I've always been such a fan of your voice. You're such an incredible singer, and I know you from like doing musical theater. How was it for you to do this crazy like killer rock score?
Well, I mean, to be honest, Sherry was, and singing this role for me was, felt honestly like the most authentic to like Cameron's voice.
Sure.
Probably for any show, like other than Spelling Bee, where I was like, okay, like I'm supposed to sound like a 12-year-old. Which is always just as a singer, something that I get like, weird and insecure about is like, oh, it's so pingy and it's so, like it's not for everyone. But this role, I felt like I could just kind of let it go. And sing like me, sing in my voice, and sing like the funnest songs ever. With in the company of these incredible artists. So it was dreamy. It was super, super dreamy.
I mean, and seriously, to have that crazy band. I mean, that.
Oh my God.
So good.
Shredding band. I mean, like by the way, the real rock stars with the guitar players. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, these guys, look, Michael Kennedy and Jason Steffen, those guys.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah.
So awesome.
Awesome. I mean, I was semi-jealous that you guys got to do this show, and I never got to do it. I wanted to do it in New York so bad, and I was like, I'm going to produce it, and I'm way too old to play these roles now. But anyway, I was living my 80s like fantasy through you guys. I mean, honestly, Carly, the same question for you too. I mean, you are a legit soprano and, such a classy lady. Like you had to, rock the stripper club, like, power woman. How was that for you?
Oh man, no, I had a blast as Justice Charlier. It was a really, really fun role for me. Like the blonde wig and I just remember. I remember the first concert that I went to see with my parents was at Walnut Creek Amphitheater, and it was Tina Turner. And and so I just remember I was like, and she had like the blonde wig and the like corset, just like Justice in Rock of Ages. And that was what I was kind of trying to pull on for that, because it was just freeing to be able to just let it rip, just be able to like sing however I want to sing, without any rules. And
I feel like wearing costumes like that, like for everybody involved, not just like Carly and the girls, but like those costumes just make people be able to sing like that. You know what I mean? Like you just put that stuff on, you're like, oh, this is what this is.
I can do it.
It like takes over.
I was definitely feeling myself in the with that blonde wig on. I was like, oh yes, this is what
I love the term feeling myself. Well, Dave, you are clearly a band singer, obviously, and kind of you came to me through a friend, our mutual friend, Robin Parrish, who sent me videos of you when we were looking to cast this role, and it was mainly of you singing with your band. So, like, this is clearly a natural fit for you.
Yeah, totally. It's a show that I always wanted to do. I did see it in New York City. I saw it off Broadway, so before it made the switch. Mm-hmm. And I remember going in there.
Uh-oh, we lost you.
You're on mute.
Mute.
Let's
Speaking to my good ear, Dave.
Unmute. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, we're good now. So I saw it off Broadway before they made the switch, and I was like, I'm going to do this show sometime. And so whenever the opportunity came, Robin sent me the message, and she's like, hey, they're doing this show down at Theater Raleigh. It's a great company. You're going to love them down there. Just submit. They're looking for a Drew. And I was like, okay, yeah, great. And I was like, when is it? She's like, in 2 weeks. I was like, okay, great.
Right.
Okay. So I submitted it, rapid fire, got it, and flew down there, in a week, and we were off and running. But man, go ahead.
Did you know all the songs already though?
I knew pretty much most of them.
Yeah.
There's some little changes in lyrics, but they're how can you not know those songs?
I feel like those songs are in my bones and muscularity.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know I knew all the lyrics, but like it is so my childhood that I just knew every single bit of it. I just love it so much. So fun.
Yeah.
Dave, speaking about the fact that you did have done a lot of rock band stuff, alongside your musical theater career, how you did that like sort of blood curdling like scream. How do you do that?
Just like it's nothing.
And not blow yourself out? Like what the hell?
Well,
Yeah.
I think it just comes from my background. Like I didn't start out doing musical theater. I started out singing in rock bands from when I was 12 years old. And so that's what I learned singing is Sebastian Bach and Axl Rose and, John Bon Jovi. And so jumping into this was piece of cake. So what I had to learn was like all the stuff that Shea Bray is good at, that legit South Pacific style, beautiful baritone stuff. But no, yeah, you just kind of narrow it up and grit it up and go. And yeah, that's
Man. I'll give you some of mine if you give me some of yours, man.
Let's do it, man. We'll have a little swap.
Yeah, just one day in the life.
Well, what's cool about it?
You did a really good job with
dude.
Actually,
well,
you nailed it.
Yeah, you were so
thanks.
worried about it, and you crushed that, man.
No, honestly, in all reality, that is actually a big part of why I wasn't committing for the longest time. Because the musical theater pop rock scene, of course, you have to do it here and there. But this is like so like beyond that I was just like, never really done it. Didn't know if I could do it. It was really like pushing the range. And I guess I like strung you along long enough that I could test it out and figure it out, I guess.
That's true. Well, I think Michael Berry is really who twisted your arm. I remember over a meal after we saw some people in New York, and he was just like, maybe even on one knee. What do you think, Michael? Were you on one knee? Are you there?
Oh my God, Michael.
Where are you, Michael? I think he's
Michael.
supposed to be there.
Where is he?
Frozen.
Michael!
Oh, he's frozen. But let's bring in our beautiful choreographer, Abby.
Hey!
I wish I could have the ponytail.
I know, right?
I love it. About sending out like an alert, just being like, "Hey guys, let's do an '80s thing." But
I wore my leopard, my 80s leopard for this, but so
nice job. I figured you guys would want to look pretty, and I look the exact same every time I do these shows, and I do 2 a week. And I was like, I'll either think this was awesome or I'll regret it hardcore.
No, perfect.
I love it.
Abby, hi girl. I'm so happy to see you.
Hi, everybody. It's so funny. I don't know if the audience knows, your fans know, but this is the first time some of us are seeing each other since the show. So it's really fun.
That is really fun. I mean, definitely let's try to make sure we do a Zoom call after this, because I'm going to be shuffling people in and out like crazy, and I hope that everybody will get a chance to see themselves on camera, of course, like this, and also in the videos that we're going to show. Speaking of videos, while we're waiting for Michael to come back on, let me show you guys a quick little video. This is just a little teaser of what you have in store for tonight. Ready? Go.
The guy just really wants to have a good time. So those boys don't want to play no more with you.
I'll be fine, it's my dream.
It's true.
Why don't you two believe in me?
And what is the big star gonna do for money?
I'll get a job until I make it big.
Sherry, this is your home.
I gotta go.
Sherry, get back in this house and don't you bother coming back! Harold!
Fine!
Sherry!
What's your right to fight?
Amazing.
Right? I mean,
Some
those
party.
guys shredding on those guitars is so fun. And that is just the beginning, you guys.
Yeah,
of the
whenever
killer
Jason
vocals.
when Jason did that intro every night, I like hearing it again just like gave me chills. Like I just remember that feeling. Like whenever he would play that intro, I'm like, yeah, it's time to rock. Like it just gets you pumped.
Oh my God, I know, it just gave me chills. He is amazing. They both are such studs.
Totally.
It was
Oh my
so
God.
fun.
So
it was
good.
so fun. And to do it in that big venue, I think was just so appropriate too.
It was so perfect.
It was. I just so jealous for you guys. And Abby, that kind of brings me to you. That the choreography for the ladies was quite scandalous. Since we were in a time of the '80s and the whole strip club sitch. So how did you balance that? I mean, the ladies were, by the way, super hot. Don't get me wrong. I loved them. Amazingly hot. It was so fun and also super powerful. How were you able to balance that? Like respect themselves, also kind of like go for it.
Well, it's a good question. I think it was really tricky. And when you first brought me on, I was like questioning it a lot, to be honest, because I wanted to make sure that I was taking care of the women in the show, but also representing the 80s with accuracy, also while being in 2018. We did this in 2018? Is that when we did this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of balancing where we were as women in 2018 compared to where we were in the 80s. But I think who I am as a choreographer, I think mostly stems from athleticism and strength, physical strength. So I think I tried to tap into that a bit more so that the women felt strong in their movement, which, hopefully, I think hopefully made them feel confident, powerful, in control, which was very important to me, is to make sure that they felt in control and that they had a say in the movement that we were doing. And not only that, I thought it was important. We brought in a pole dancing instructor,
right?
So that everybody understood how strong you physically needed to be able to actually do it. What those women do in strip clubs is no joke. It is hardcore. So I think that kind of helped us. And the other thing is that the Rock of Ages is a big old fat comment on the 80s. So I had to add like humor on top of it, which I think also helped give it the strength behind it. So.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%. That's really cool. I thought you did an amazing job, and for some of our older patrons, I think sitting far away was helpful. There you go. That's all I'll say to that. Might have given a few people a heart attack. I'm going to bring in some of our super awesome studs, Brian Yandel, and of course, Bill Saunders. Hi, guys.
Hey!
What's up? Hi, friend. I love that. That's about right. That's good.
All right.
So happy to have you both on the show tonight. It's really good. Brian, you've been such a great patron and viewer of all of our shows. I couldn't have been happier that we were finally doing a reunion show that you had been in, even though you've been in tons of our shows. But mainly plays, right?
Yeah, thank you for having me too. I'm getting teary-eyed, guys, just seeing you people.
I know.
I love it
Softy.
so much.
Except for Darla.
Well, Brian, I mean, you really do mainly do plays. How was it for you to be in a big old fat musical?
You know what? I think Rock of Ages, everybody, when you're in a play, you're such a performer, you're locked into this character. And with Rock of Ages, I think every single person was able to be themselves as well.
Yeah.
To just go out there, throw it all out there and have fun. And I think Rock of Ages gave us all the liberty to just have a beer, relax, enjoy
well, of course,
yourself.
After the show, after the show, of course.
But just enjoy yourself and have fun, and that really resonated with this amazing cast.
Oh yeah, totally. It was you're so right. This group just kind of like gelled together big time. What did you think, Bill? Did you think the same thing? I don't know. Is that Scott?
I'm prepared. This is not a beer. I wasn't expecting to get called on yet.
You're up.
I had such a blast. I mean, the great thing for me is a chance to play a heavy, which is weird because the only time I get to do that is for you. Both shows that I've gotten to do for you have been villains, and it's great.
You're always the bad guy for me. It's like when you're so nice and friendly like you, I think it's really interesting to play the opposite. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, I love it, especially when you get to play like Dr. Evil, basically.
Yeah, you were awesome. I mean, number one, you kept a straight face when Sean McCracken was on stage with you. By the way, we're getting ready to bring him out soon. Number two, you had that awesome German accent. I mean, you really killed it.
I just saw Brian Yandel's over there drinking too, so don't say I'm the only one.
We're not doing a show tonight. This is just chat.
You know, I begged to, we have a miniature dachshund at home, and I begged to allow Hertz to come wandering out with the miniature dachshund in my arm through the entire show.
Yeah.
But the thought of that poor dog stuck backstage with us screaming like banshees was probably a good idea that we didn't bring it.
Maybe so. Didn't you have a stuffed dog though at one point come out with you?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, we had a little stuffed one, and we had a little stuffed Scotty dog, and I begged to let me use my real dog and just have her follow me around on the stage, but.
I'll tell you, I did Druid, and I brought my dog Ruby out on the stage with me. You don't want to share a stage with dogs or children. Just FYI, they will steal the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's true. When you're in an amphitheater and the dog is only 10 inches long, I think you have a chance.
That is true. That is very true. All right, you guys. Here he is, the man, the legend, Michael Berry.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, Bill, I should have let you have the dog. Definitely. Your hair looks great. And we should have shaved you like Dr. Evil. That would have been way more better. And I'm sorry we didn't do that.
This is my COVID haircut. What can I say?
Or non-haircut.
True. I said I'm not going to cut it until somebody casts me in something. So here I am, 8 months later, and I'm still growing it out.
I think you look great.
Look at you guys. Look at you all. Wow.
I know. Michael, you look great too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You look younger.
I'm youthening now.
You're like Benjamin Button, bro. What's the secret?
Maybe I'm sitting by these windows. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, good lighting. Good lighting.
Yeah.
You're in California, right? It's still like
I'm in California. I'm in California. I'm in Long Beach, California. Yeah.
Well,
is everybody in Raleigh? Where? I'm sorry. Is everybody in Raleigh? No, Dave's not.
Abby's in New York. Dave's in Pittsburgh. I'm just gonna go through everybody. Bill, where are you?
I'm in Sanford, about an hour south of Raleigh. I've been here about 8 years now.
Wow. Okay.
That's right, of course.
I think. Okay. I key that. Hi guys. God, Ryan Yandel, badass. Get yourself a key light, dude. It's
the film master, like
key light and some headphones.
You know?
Yeah. Damn it! Oh man, look at these mugs.
Always directing.
Always, as he should be. And also, this is his medium. He is TV and film, yo.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Lately, yeah. I mean, I guess,
Michael,
not lately, really.
Yeah. Nobody's been doing anything lately. But before COVID-19,
I finally got to see Michael's movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
thanks. You're one of the only ones. Thank
you. Sorry, random plug, but it was fantastic.
Appreciate it.
Michael, you also, like my husband Charlie, took some arm twisting to do this show. Because you had directed 2 plays for me already, and you were like, "Wait, what? Are you punking me?" You literally didn't think I was serious, but I thought you were absolutely perfect for it because just everything that Michael Berry stands for, it just was essential for the show. Anyway, what was it that finally took? What did it take? What did I say that or why did you change your mind?
If I'm completely honest, and I
Don't
generally am, take it easy. I'll be fine. And if I'm completely honest, honestly, Lauren, I would stand in front of a rhinoceros for you, and you asked me to do it. So I mean, that's my most honest answer, and I really think that the cast stood up to it, and Abby, and that's how the show got pulled off. I mean, I feel like everybody had so much fun once we finally got it there, and the audience was like, "Oh my God!" You guys probably could partially feel it, but being in the audience, they were berserk. It was kind of like my Mamma Mia experience. So I did Mamma Mia, and watching how the audience responded to the show was kind of like, "Oh my God!" And you guys just kind of picked up the ball and ran with it, and there you go.
No, it's true. And I think what was so awesome about having you as the director, not only because you lived through the 80s like I, but you also, because it was in that huge amphitheater and we had the two like Megatrons that we could utilize, that we literally, it was almost like a musical / film, because those guys really got on stage and they filmed people close up, and it was so much of the experience.
Yeah, that was really fast doing that, because usually that stuff takes like a ton of planning, and I got to hand it to everybody, to Abby and the actors, and everybody sort of danced around each other, and just kind of made it go. And in times it was more perfect than other times, but my God, the way they pulled it off was amazing. Yeah. So yeah,
that was Ruby. Agree. She agreed with you. She thought it was amazing.
That was Ruby. Yeah.
It's because Charlie's in the garage and she hears it happening over there, so she's very confused.
You do Charlie in the garage now. That's good. I've been telling you to do that for a long time.
It's a definite man cave.
It belongs in the garage.
I've permanently moved in.
They put me out there too. I did a. It's not really my cave. I don't get anything really.
You were over the garage in what is the sort of mother-in-law apartment. He has turned our garage into like a man cave with like muscle things.
Again,
and
shocking.
Cars. Look at cars and motorcycles.
There's my motorcycle.
Simulation car vehicles and things like that. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys another awesome video of Rock of Ages. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Rock of Ages.
Oh, yeah. Send them in. Behold. Ta-da. Wow.
Thank you. I made it. Oh, my God. Are those Legos? Yes. Oh, my God. I love Legos.
I love Legos, too.
No shit.
I say no shit.
This city.
Regina, you're fired.
That is such good stuff. Come on.
Bonkers.
Come on.
Oh my
Brian
God.
Handel sniffing coke, number one.
I love that's how it started.
I know.
I'm sorry. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So awesome. Dave Toole getting like hair lashed by the ladies. So good. So many funny.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. And you got to see a little bit of Sean McCracken in that bit. You're going to see a lot more of him.
Oh, God. No,
later.
Please no.
But here he is. Sean McCracken's joining us. How's it going, sir?
Good. We're COVID quarantine, but other than that, great.
I was going to say, how did it feel to watch yourself like that? And is your new fiance embarrassed yet?
No, she's into it.
He loves it.
It was actually a lot of fun seeing myself. I forgot how much fun that was.
Oh my God.
Sean McCracken. You look like a Viking now. It's great.
I do. I do. I've got the COVID haircut, the COVID beard. I got everything.
I like it. It's working.
Thank you.
Sean, you really did show us a lot of yourself in that show. We'll see in the later video.
So much.
Your heart.
Yeah.
And something for everybody.
Yeah. I know that you've done a lot of theater in your life. Obviously, you do a lot of TV and film and a lot of plays, and you've done musicals as well. You have a great voice, but I'm not sure you've ever been in a dance musical. How was that to have Abby O'Brien put you through her paces?
I describe myself as an actor who moves.
Yes, you do.
I wouldn't even say moves well. I would just say I move. And
when you're heading to the restroom or what you know.
Yeah. And so
the
first day of Abby's choreography was like, can you do this, and this? And oh, by the way, can you do the worm? And I was like, I
gotta say, I remember that, and you were a really good sport. I remember that, and you did look like you were going to cry a couple times, but you didn't. And you were a really good sport. And didn't he do great?
It was awesome.
So
Thank
good.
you.
So great.
Yeah.
And like, so made that role your own. It's so funny what you and Bill and Lauren Barone came up with, like as your little trio, was just so good. It was so funny. And
I miss
that
Ellie.
kind of, I mean, I know I wish Ellie was here. I wish she could be here tonight, but she is busy. But we'll, I think we're going to see her soon. But she, not she. You guys were able to create some comedy, and Michael, this obviously had to do with you as well. In that big venue, to be able to really still find nuance and you know, comedy was really astounding. I thought. I mean, do you guys want to talk about that at all, or just say thank you? I guess.
Thank you.
I mean, the stuff is broad. The stuff is broad, and I mean, we tried. I feel like we accomplished, on a number of spots, some character development and some, it wasn't quite as obvious, I think, as maybe it was originally written. I feel like we went after the characters, and I feel like the actors executed, and we did try to do some different stuff, and some of that had to do with the casting. Like we cast certain people to do certain things, and we took off with what they had, with what they offered us, and I thought it was really, really well done. I was really proud of everybody. I was always really a big fan of what everybody was doing, and just trying to just push that along.
Yeah,
what they were coming up with.
Of course, and that shows with people's performances. But y'all, I told you, like, I am going to be running this tight ship tonight. So I'm going to tell Cameron, Dave, Charlie, Chaz, and Carly goodbye. We're gonna see Charlie, Dave, and Cameron a little bit later. Carly has to go because she is a very busy, awesome, amazing woman.
I love you.
Other things
Woman,
to do.
Cameron,
But
seeing you with the
Carly-
blonde hair and the thing off your shoulder was everything. Okay.
Carly, you will be very well represented through the night, so definitely go back later and watch the videos and the pictures that we're going to show you tonight so you can see it. But it was so good to see you guys. I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye.
And we will see you guys later. I'm removing.
They're so much more interesting than I am. All right.
No, it's great. It's just us now. Bye, y'all.
Now we can talk about them.
Oh my God, they drove me crazy. Yeah.
I know, those guys. Ridiculous. It's so weird how the streaming platform works, though. I literally have to kick people off, and they literally have to actually leave so I can bring people on. So we're going to have some of our ladies come out in a minute. But first, I want to show one more video before we move on. Here it is.
It's all the same. Only the names have changed every day. It seems we're wasted away. Another place where the faces are so cold. I drive all night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. We'll just see about that. Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your boys. We'll get wild, wild, wild. Everybody! Wild, wild, wild. Yeah. Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your boys. We'll get wild, wild, wild. Wild, wild, wild. Go, yeah! Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone.
How about that?
Amazing.
Thank you for
Oh,
showing
yeah.
that big dance moment there at the end. Abby actually got us to clap in time.
At the same time. Yo, that show was good. We did a good job, y'all.
I missed that show.
Good. We
It
did
was.
such
It's
Who
cool
chopped
to
that,
finally
who
see
chopped
it
that
from the
stuff
front.
together? Where'd you get that footage? That's great footage.
Well, we
Yeah.
had a videographer
The whole time.
come and shoot it. I mean, I didn't, at that point in our sort of trajectory of Theater Raleigh, we were just doing things on like a camcorder at that point, and then like with phones and stuff. And so I felt like that when I needed somebody to come in and do it. But still, it's not even the same awesome quality that we have now, because Charlie is doing our videography and he's got incredible equipment and great eye. So he's been doing it now. So even looking back at this, I'm like, oh, it's still a little grainy. All right, nod to the 80s, fine, whatever.
Exactly.
But,
we've never seen ourselves from the front, so this is all new to us, and we're thrilled.
that must be really fun. Yeah, I'll definitely.
We need to have a cast viewing party someday in this COVID thing. Just put it all on. Invite us all to YouTube, and we'll watch it one night.
I mean, 100%. That's actually a pretty good idea. It'd have to be private because I can't do YouTube.
I know.
Licensing rights would not allow us to do
Or
that.
we could do the show all over again a year from now. That's all.
Agreed.
I mean,
Please.
In the theater, in the little theater.
It did bring me a lot of joy. It brought me a lot of joy. So what else is going to bring me joy is bringing out these two hot ladies, Alyssa Glodowski and Reagan.
Yay. Hi.
I'm so
Hi,
happy
girls.
to see you guys.
Oh,
How's
I miss
everybody?
you guys.
Oh my God, you're blonde.
I know.
You look adorable. Lizette, you're not blonde.
Oh no. Maybe I should do that.
No. Blonde is good, but your hair is the right. Yeah, it looks great.
And ladies and gentlemen, Shayla Spradley's with us. Another blonde.
Hey everybody.
How are you, sweetheart?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
Oh my God, I'm so glad that you guys could all make it. I'm so happy. So, y'all, do you have any funny backstage stories or anything, you ladies? Is there any like costume mishaps that happened or any shenanigans that we need to know about?
What we have? I've got one memory, but it's from rehearsal, and
let's hear it.
It's of Shayla. Oh no. We were rehearsing for I Want to Rock, and there's that in section I think you showed on the clip, Lauren, where like we're all like being crazy and being like so 80s all out, making fun of it. And I remember Abby had Shayla like perform for us because Shayla was knocking it out of the park.
Oh my God,
and it was so wonderful. I mean, Shayla set the bar so high for all of us, and she's so talented, but also like it was so enjoyable and fun. We were so silly. That was definitely my favorite number.
Yeah, Shayla, you were living your like 80s fabulousness for sure. I remember that too.
I think that's where I live generally, is in the 80s, in my head and my voice and my body. So I loved it. Yeah.
It's so fun. I love it so much. Okay, because I need to bring out one more lady, I'm going to say goodbye just to Bill for a little bit, and maybe just stick around because maybe stick around, like go off the stream, but maybe stay close if I want to have you come back on and call back in, okay? But it was awesome to see you, Bill. You nailed it. Please don't go too far, okay?
Papa.
Bye, Billy.
I'm doing my round robin of people. What about you, Lizette? What was your favorite part?
Oh, okay. So our 10 out of 12 when we got the tornado warnings and we had to stay under the underground for a while, and then we finally got the word that the lightning had passed, so we could still do a run of the show. So we were like, on the poles and everything, doing the run of the show completely soaked because it just kept
the lightning.
It was great fun.
Let's get on poles. Yeah.
Honestly, though, I think one of my favorite parts about the whole show is just like the intensity of a run through, and when we did it twice and outside, it was a complete workout, but so rewarding too. So by the time we got to the end and everyone's like, okay, do it again, we're like, okay, ready. But yeah, so much dancing. It was awesome.
So much dancing.
So much dancing.
But like so worth it, and you guys killed it so hardcore. You were amazing. It was incredible.
Thank you, Lauren.
I'm going to show more video later of you guys being killer along with Summer. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Summer.
Hey.
Summer's joined us.
Hi, y'all.
And to make room for Megan Chipper, I'm going to have to say goodbye to Brian for a little while as well. Go ahead.
Lauren, speaking of dancing, so I thought I was just going to be the fucking mayor, right? But I ended up being like 5 or 6 characters.
Yeah,
unbeknownst to me. And so working a 9 to 5, I would get to rehearsals later in the evening, not knowing the dance numbers. So if I don't get a chance to say it, I want to thank Zach. I want to thank Melvin. I want to thank Lisette. And I want to thank Megan Chipper for spending the time with me when they didn't have to learn those dance numbers. And I want to really thank Abby for being patient with me.
Aw, you'll see as you're watching those videos that you killed it and you stepped.
That's right.
I owe it all to my teammates, so thank you all. And
I love it.
Dancer,
all right, Brian.
dude. And a badass.
Bye. Oh my God, this is like the craziest thing I've ever done because I'm like kicking people out, bring people in. So you guys, if you're watching and you keep texting me saying that it says full, that's because it was full. So keep trying and I'll bring you in, I promise. I'm trying to get people out of here as soon as I can. So when Megan gets out here, we'll show a video of some awesome stripper ladies and some other fun things. But Summer, in the meantime, how have you been, girl? Are you hanging in there? And tell us all about how your life is.
Yeah, I moved to New York like right after we finished Rock of Ages. So did Lisette. I think we moved like within 2 days of each other right after the show. So very happy in Brooklyn. Done a lot of contemporary modern gigs since. Yeah, it's really good. It's so good to see everybody. This show is a blast. So
oh my God. Right? Well, I Megan Chipper to join us as well. Hey, hey, girl.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Meg.
Hey, everyone. Hi.
How are you, sweetheart?
Oh, you know, good, great. Pandemic great is what I call it. You know.
Did you say pandemic great?
I did.
Yep. Very good. Yeah. Oh man. Well, so, you know, Brian mentioned how he played so many parts. You all also played so many parts and did so many costume changes. Let's be real. I mean, I think I remember, you know, you guys stressing out about one particular costume change. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. But Megan, you went from like reporter to stripper in like 2 seconds flat, or like waitress maybe in the middle somewhere. I'm not sure, but how nuts was that?
It was crazy. And I remember the change you're talking about, and I can't remember the title of the song, but I just know we would leave the stage slowly and calmly, and the second we hit the wings, you would see everyone just jolt and strip and change and run and somehow make it to the other side of Carrie and get on stage.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like every quick change though was really fast, and we had our stripper clothes underneath our protester clothes, and we had it figured out.
Same.
Yes, you look like slutty protesters. That's right. I remember now.
There was one specific protester scene where we didn't even have time to get our shirts on. So it was only a few of us, like we were in our stripper tops, but we did make shorts on.
I remember that.
That's all we could do.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What were your stripper names? I don't remember. Do you guys have names?
Yeah, they did.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I remember because we took pictures backstage, obviously, because we were looking hot. You know, we had to document that moment in time. I think I was Lulu.
I think I was Lottie. I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
That sounds about right. Look at these ladies.
Idea.
Look at these hot ladies. Oh, excuse
gosh.
me. Hello. I mean, hello. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, ladies. Hold on, let me take that one off. Reagan, sorry.
It's just me. I'm ready now.
Okay, well let's watch a little video then of some more of Rock of Ages. Here we go.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Take that thing. She loves to laugh. She loves to sing. She loves to love and sing. All night, every night. Hold tight.
How much does $200 give me? $200 basically gets you 4 dances and a full release. Check in with me after your 7th beer. Viva hot, the wetter the better. Viva! Yeah! You're a real tough cookie. There's a long history of breaking little hearts.
Sean McCracken, I'm so sorry that I sanctioned no shorts, and I went, okay, yeah, that's good.
Speaking of wardrobe mishap
Lauren and Abby were
stories,
responsible for that as well. I
was definitely part of that decision making.
Yes.
For
do
sure.
you guys remember the night that my pants wouldn't come off?
Yes. It's unforgettable.
Oh my God.
And I did
Oh,
the
so
entire
funny.
number with them just wrapped around an ankle.
Oh my God. I don't remember that. I guess I wasn't, yeah.
It certainly happened.
That's awesome. Well, it
Dude,
had
you
an
had
impact
guts.
either way.
Come on. That takes guts to do that. You did it. That's amazing. Well done. And
Thank
ladies, amazing.
It was a lot of fun, actually. I enjoed it a lot.
I mean,
Right?
we saw a lot of skin in that last clip. You know, where do you start? With the ladies doing their
I don't start there at all,
strip
no.
holes?
Nope. I stay on
Good
Sean McCracken.
Good call. Very smart man. But I'm like super obsessed with you guys. I don't know how you did that. I mean, just the pure like holding onto the pole and like staying up there and doing splits and what have you. Like, what
I think the hardest part, if I remember, for me, the hardest part was the chair dance. Like the stripper, y'all remember? That was tough. And Abby O'Brien choreographing that number, it was killer. It was just so athletic. Oh,
I don't think there's a how to do it. It's just Abby says do it and you do it. And so look back on it, don't know how, but
The funniest part,
awesome.
I think also is like we rehearsed without stripper poles, and Abby was like, "So this part you'll just like pull up and you'll just go into a split. It'll be great." And we were like, and then we all got there, we were like, "I don't know how to do this, Abby."
Sorry. We were pushing for those things to get those up as fast as we could. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know. It was really hard to like anchor them in. Like we couldn't do them in the rehearsal studio
Yeah, it was the
because there's
thing.
nothing to anchor to.
Yeah.
But you guys really, you really shined through though in massive way. It was just very impressive what
It
you
was
guys
very
were able
athletic
to
and it was
do.
very impressive.
strong,
I can say
very
that.
strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were killer. And Sean, you too. Your strip tease was
Thank you.
something else, and I will be burned in my brain forever.
You are welcome, Lauren. Anytime.
It's singed in mine as well.
So good. Like I would be editing that video together, and Charlie kept saying, "Like, what are you laughing at?" Sean McCracken.
It was an admiration, Sean.
Yeah, it was super awesome. Sean, I'm gonna say goodbye to you
No.
now because you had your major moment. That was like.
Well,
what we've
before you
all been
do, I have
waiting
a
for.
surprise for you guys. Are you ready
Oh,
for
you
it?
do?
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes, that is. Please stand up. Please stand up and let's see.
And just push that thing right against the camera. Let's.
All right. One second. I gotta hear you guys.
See the
Okay.
midriff.
Amazing.
My-
Yeah.
You
There she
still got it.
Tell your fiance you're welcome.
That was so worth it, Sean. That was everything. Made my
Anytime.
night. Oh my God. By the way, he stole the costume clearly.
I don't know what you mean.
I always steal the shoes. That's amazing.
This was mine.
That's right. Hey, let Theodore Raleigh borrow it. Got it. Cool. Anyway, love you so much. It's so good to see you, Sean. I hope you are doing well, and we'll see you soon, okay?
Well done, sir. Thank you.
Oh my God.
He looked really handsome with his beard and everything, though, doesn't he?
I
Look at
know.
him.
Long
He's
hair.
like studly, yeah.
He's a total stud. Are you kidding me? Total stud. Woo! Well, we have some other awesome people that we should be talking about. We need to be talking about our friend Melvin Gray and, of course, Zach Rayburn, who we just got to see in that last video. Hopefully, they're going to be signing in soon and we're going to get to see them. I mean, Melvin, by the way, super hot in that cute little outfit as Candy. Here he is, you guys. Melvin Gray. Hi.
Hey, beautiful people.
Hello. Good to see you.
How's it going, guys?
Good, man.
It's
How you
great.
doing?
We just got to see you as Candy. How could
Yeah.
you not be better?
I mean, Candy was all that
Wasn't she?
and more, you know?
I'm so glad that worked. That was so fun.
Me too.
Because I wasn't
mean,
sure, and I'm like, I'm so glad that worked. That was like,
Michael, you should never question
You're
making
right.
me wear
You're
6-inch
right.
stilettos.
I did. I had to talk with you. I didn't know that he'd be okay with it, and I was like, Melvin, I just got to ask you to do something because I think this will work. And I did this whole like speech for him, and he was
You
like,
did.
Yeah. Come on. I
was
love
like,
that. I went,
yeah.
oh, okay. Okay.
And the stilettos were mine. Like one of my best friends
You
got
told
them
me you
for
had
a
them. I was
birthday.
like-
I was like, Michael, I have them. I have
And
the shoes.
that's,
I can
remember,
wear
Abby?
them.
Then I was like, okay, this is gonna work fine.
Yeah.
This is gonna work fine.
Yeah, I mean, you heard how my husband responded to you, didn't you?
We still talk about it to this day. I mean, like that was one of my favorite moments of the show.
It was one
like,
of my favorite moments of the show, by the way.
And I mean, just like I remember, I think it may have been closing night, but one of the prop dollar bills, somebody forgot to pick it up, or it just ended up in front of Charlie. And I before I left off, I saw it and I was like, bend over,
Excuse me.
Favorite thing, I loved it.
Pause and go.
That's what it was. Live theater, everybody.
Yeah, it's awesome. Too good. So good. So Melvin, how was it for you to play all the different characters from, what was his name? I want to say like Jazzy J, or that's not right.
My gosh, I can't even. Jakeith, that was his name.
Jakeith. Oh, right.
Jakeith.
Okay.
Yeah, so playing all those characters, it seems like for Theater Raleigh, I do a lot of shows where I have to play multiple characters.
Yeah.
You know, so at that point, I don't remember how many shows I had done where I played multiple characters, but I was like, I'm fine with this. This is like my element. This is what I do. It also keeps me on my toes too. So I love being able to do that.
Give them all names, man. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Give them all names and a whole thing. It's really, you're good
Michael,
at it.
well, you're like the Les Mis guy, and you know all the horrors in Les Mis were like horror 1, horror 2. What are you talking about?
We named them, man. We named them.
We named ourselves too, but like literally in the script, it's like, hi, I played horror number 1.
I know, but I hate. But that's why I always ask the actors. I'm like, have a name, have us something, give me a background.
Sure.
If it's 3 sentences, I'll take it. So you have just a plan.
Yep.
You know.
I totally hear that.
Yeah.
So Michael and Abby, I've got a directive for you, okay? Which is I'm going to kick you out of the stream, like all the way out until 8:30, and then I'm going to bring you back in, okay? But in the meantime, I need to
go to
get
bed at 8:30.
Okay, great. So it'll just be a sleep cam.
Things have changed.
But you guys, I'm going to kick you all the way out, and then I want you to sign back in at 8:30 so we can say a final goodbye to you, okay? But in the meantime, I need to bring on Zach and Meta, okay? So we'll see you guys in just a few minutes, okay?
Bye, guys. Bye, ladies.
We'll see you in a minute. Okay. Woo! So many people. So many people to deal with. I'm kicking people from the studio. I'm talking to you guys. All right. So when Zach comes in, I'm going to talk to him a little bit about how you and Melvin, you and Zach both, you were the male ensemble. Like, there were no other men in the ensemble except for the two of you guys.
Yeah.
Like, what a huge, not burden to bear, but like it's just a big, thing to kind of carry, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we both were, I think the best thing about Zach is just one of those guys where it's like, you got each other's backs, and he's going to be there.
Right here? There
this guy, or wherever he is on my screen, right here.
Yeah, you're right. You got it.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Zach.
I know you guys worked really well together, and such hard workers. Zach, I don't know if you were able to watch in the stream, but you were hilarious as who was the guy who replaced in Arsenal? What was his name?
Joey Primo.
Joey Primo. Oh my God, what was that note that you sang, for Pete's sake?
So good.
I do not know.
Nuts. Oh, it was nutso.
Yeah.
Did you get to see yourself?
I did. I actually I've been watching for a little while now.
Okay,
It's yeah, it was really cool. A lot of memories there.
So many memories. And I'm bringing out Meta Schladweiler, who was our esteemed stage manager. Hi, Meta. Hi. So happy to see you on a reunion show. Meta, you've been watching a lot of them as well. I feel like you and Brian have been such loyal Theater Raleigh folks.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so happy with your blue hair and all that you were able to join us tonight.
It's changing tomorrow.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
What color?
Tell.
I don't know. I picked 3 things, and my hairdresser always changes my mind when he goes to do it. So it'll be whatever shows up on Facebook tomorrow, and it's
You'll be we'll all be shocked and appalled. No, I'm just kidding. It's adorable.
It's so good to see everybody. I miss you all.
Oh my God,
Netta, you had such a huge role in this production because it was a crazy big show and we had like a hurricane come through. We lost a day and a half of tech. Like, how did you keep it all together?
Well, it was hard, but I have to say it wasn't just me. It was you, Lauren, all the production staff, the creatives, the cast, everybody knew what we had to go through, and they were really good about, okay, we can do this. We'll come back. We'll work it out. Darby and Kenny backstage were the bomb. I couldn't have done it without them. And I have to tell you, the tent was rocking because without Eric and Chrissy.
That's true. We have to shout out Eric Collins and Chrissy Munich.
Yeah, and it was tough. It was especially tough on both of them. I know it was, but you know what? Every night after a show or after a tech, we'd sit down, we'd either have a production meeting or we'd stay late and we'd go, okay, what do we need to do tomorrow? What do we need to make it safer? What do we need to do to make it so it's easier on everybody else? So it's less stress on you guys, and we handle it so that we're going to get through it and we're going to just go rock it out every night. So it was great. It was.
Well,
I
you
love
run a very
working with this
tight
theater.
ship. Yeah, I should have you stage managing this show because I don't know if I have the skills that you have. You just really know how to like keep people on top of their game and keep everybody focused and moving forward. We're just so lucky to have you as one of our like top
thank you.
tier stage
Well, I feel lucky to be able to be involved where I can and when I can, especially with incredible, talented creatives and casts that you always get together. Because if you hadn't gotten this group together, it was so much fun. And with the cameras and the follow spots and, you know, and even living through the tornado warnings and going downstairs and doing the costume review.
Oh, yes, exactly. The whole hallway costume review. I remember that. I was like, this is a little awkward. Abby and I are like looking at all these naked people and being like, yes.
Can we go up yet? No, not yet. Like covering everything.
People, yeah.
It
I know.
It was fun.
It was a really fun time though, for sure. And I'm super grateful always, Meta, what you bring to the table.
Oh,
and
thank you.
And you ladies. So Zach, before we start kicking people off again, how have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Like, what the heck? What are you up to?
It has been a long time. I'm currently in the process of rewriting a musical that I wrote a few years ago. And it is getting its first full production in January through March at Barton College. So it's going to get the set, the lights, and all that. So I'm super excited about it.
Well, like, what is the deal with all these awesome people and you know, in this show, especially who are writers and whatnot? Lizette's writing a show too. I know you just had a reading of a play you just had. I mean, killer. And Shayla's releasing her first debut album. I mean, what the hell? Y'all are just like overachievers here during quarantine.
We got a lot of time on our hands.
I love that, though. It's awesome. Well, I'm so happy to have seen all of you. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm going to show another video before I say goodbye to our lovely ladies. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, Rock of Ages, number 5.
Hate myself for loving you. Can't break free from the things that you do. I wanna walk, but I run back to you. That's why I hate myself for loving you.
It was the heat of the moment. Every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. I only wish I had the strength to let it show. I tell myself that I can't hold out forever. I understand. I said there is no reason for my fear. You too. And even as I wander, I'm keeping you in sight. And you're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night. And I'm getting closer than I ever thought I might. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. And if I have to crawl upon the floor, I'm crashing through your door.
That's so good. So good.
I'm just sitting over here singing. I remember all my harmonies. I'm just like jamming over here.
100%. 100%.
And there you were, Shayla. Those were the chairs that you were talking about. They were so difficult.
I will never forget them.
There was a lot you won't ever forget about that show, because you got to go on one night as Sherry, and that was awesome. I know we gave you massive props about that on the Significant Other reunion special, but you guys were all so killer, amazing. So I'm going to say goodbye to the ladies. It was brief, but I loved seeing your faces, all of you. Thank you so much for being a part of this with us tonight. So good to
Thank
see
you,
you. And
Lauren.
I feel like Megan, Shayla, and Summer, I'm going to see you soon, because you're going to be getting an email from me soon about another reunion show that you were a part of. So I'll be seeing you guys. But take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, you guys?
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
And Megan, even though you're so cute, I don't want to say goodbye. Bye, cutie. Bye. Well, we got to make room for Jack Boyce and Ken Griggs, who you just saw in that video. It was the love story of all ages. It was amazing. Okay, incredible. So they have not signed back in yet, but in the meantime, we will. They're probably just so tired of me just like kicking them from the studio, not allowing them in.
They're probably having their own little reunion. Right
They might be.
They might.
But hey, hello.
Maybe Jack is showing Ken the picture from Living Room Live that he won from you,
True.
Lauren.
I think he had a lot of help from like other people helping him with that. I think he got a lot of phone calls, a lot of texts, etc.
Maybe.
I think definitely 100%. Oh, Lisette, you're still here too.
I'm supposed to get rid of.
She was like, "Am I supposed to be here still?" I'm gonna say goodbye to you. I love your face so much, and I will see you super soon. Okay, Lisette?
Okay, bye.
Bye. Jack Boyce is here, ladies and
There
gentlemen.
he is.
Oh,
It
yes.
was worth the
The
wait.
man.
The light
I mean,
show.
please, thank you.
The man. I mean, come on.
What lights?
How killer is this guy?
I don't see any lights.
Looking good.
Incredible.
Jack,
Thanks, guys.
did you just see the video of yourself being super awesome?
Yeah. It's so good.
And
I've never
this
seen
guy,
that.
Well, and he wants to be reunited with you, ladies and gentlemen.
Where's he
Ken
at?
Griggs. There he is.
Oh.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend.
Ken, I got so used to seeing you with that long hair, that crimped hair. Look at you. You look so like clean cut.
Shorter than when I was in the Army.
Oh, I know. It looks really good, and you look shaven and everything. You look very, very handsome. You guys were the love story of all love stories in this show. I think that is 100% real. I don't know. I mean, Sherry and Drew, sure, they were great, but you guys, I think you had the hearts and soul of all of the audience.
I did.
Well, take it, Ken, if you'd like to start.
Well, unfortunately, I was listening to there was an echo. It was playing on the other, so I missed the question.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't even.
It was
ask
like
the
a love
question.
story, man. I just thought
think
you
I
were
was
gonna.
just
yeah.
saying- I was giving you compliments and props like crazy.
Lights back on.
You did really have amazing chemistry. Was it love at first sight?
We did. It was fantastic. I mean, I've been smiling for the last half hour. I mean, like my cheeks hurt. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I remember that. That was so fun. It's so good to see you guys. Oh, and what a great show that was. And, oh man.
I think
It was
Bill
it was
Saunders
awesome.
is onto something. We should do like a Zoom meeting where we just play the video and everybody gets to watch the whole show. I mean, it really.
I'm all for it.
It is like nothing but happiness.
I was worried.
I think it was actually perfect.
So, Jack has been like doing well over the pandemic. He's been playing like several times a week, putting it out there, being fantastic.
Yeah.
I myself, I've become much better at baking sourdough bread and drinking. So to each his own.
Everybody's got to do their part, man.
Yeah, thanks. I actually
I'd never had.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, you lost an earbud.
Dennis never had mezcal in the bar backstage, and it's really good. I'd never had it, and yeah.
I'm surprised with Stacey Jacks going to like Ecuador or wherever he goes.
Exactly. Well, that's like, what got me into it.
I see. So from heaven, Dennis was like, "Oh, I should get into mezcal."
Exactly.
Stacey Jacks. If people are watching this and not seeing the show, they're not going to know what we're talking about.
Well, you could play the show and charge tickets, maybe. Get some.
I wish we could. I wish like MTI or whatever would let me do that.
If they would let you do that, yeah. No, they won't.
I tell you,
they're not there yet.
I love having had done this show with Jack and seen his incredible 80s rock and roll talent and his musical theater, persona that he could do just so well. And then to watch him over the past several months, just rocking it out with everything from, John Denver to Def Leppard. I mean, just putting it all out there. And it's just fantastic to see the breadth that this young man has. And it's really, really cool. I try to tune in whenever I can.
Oh, thanks.
So
I appreciate that. I particularly appreciate the young comment. I like that. Also, I was trying to go for for Lauren. I was just going to be like, Lauren, look, I haven't moved. I'm right here. I got the guitar right here. It's been like 2 weeks or so. I'm still right here in the same spot. I'm just waiting for you to let me back in. I'm right here.
I've been trying to get on StreamYard.
Just let me. I keep pressing the button. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You said sign all the way out, but I didn't know when I was supposed to sign back in. What are we doing? Why do I keep get kicked out? I don't know. There's 9 people on there. There can only be 10. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Am I clicking the wrong thing? I keep clicking the instructions. Che-Bray, should I text you? Where's my? I got it right here.
I'm still in my yellow shirt. So living your life. Oh my God, that is hilarious. That is
haven't changed, haven't moved.
Her in my entire life.
Yeah, thanks, Ken. Though, yeah, we're doing that one on Friday. I'm not promoting myself. Please give all your donations to Theater Raleigh, but we are doing that on Friday at 9:00. Some people like to chime in. I'm glad that you're there. It is kind of request based though too, so people just put things in there, and so I'm not gonna take all the credit for doing the songs because they're giving me ideas for it, They pick a song and I'm like, okay, let me see if I can do that. Sometimes I have to pretend like I couldn't get to that one. Whoopsie, or I whistle the solo.
I don't know that chord,
look, I
so
can
I
do
can't
it.
do the song.
Nope. Here are 2 strings of it. I did it. Look, Eric Collins, help me.
You are completely and 100% absurd. It is making sense. I love it.
Yeah, it's madness. But thank you, Ken. Appreciate it.
But tune in, absolutely. Ashley, if you're working the chat, definitely tell people where they can tune in to watch Jack Boyce on Friday nights.
That's
Is
right,
it your
y'all.
Facebook event?
Yeah, it's
Do you have a
Facebook, it's
Facebook
Instagram.
event?
Yeah, it's on there. It's 9:00. I put a little story out there with little, what are they, Giffies?
Yeah.
I'm not young.
Who knows?
Melvin, what are they called?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. They're little pictures of the artists that I'm gonna play, and sometimes you can guess what songs they are. This isn't about me. This is about Rock of Ages. Where's Michael Berry? I got Michael Berry was hilarious, man.
Here he is.
Oh, is he right there?
There he is.
That's right.
Smart man.
Michael, remember that first rehearsal? And I was like, I'm not gonna say I was a little excited. I might have been very excited. I think I was 45 minutes early for the first rehearsal. I was like,
I like to rehearse a lot.
We're ready. And I remember coming up to you and being like, hey, Michael, what do you think about if I try this? And you go, hey, man, I'm not gonna know until I see it, man. And I was like, all right, man, this is gonna be cool. We're gonna have an easy time. This is going to be good because you'll be like, okay, that worked. Okay, use the potted plant. Okay, don't use the potted plant. Okay, the saxophone is in, but you don't get a mouthpiece.
Because I would just cherry pick. I go, okay, that no, God, no.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Those things, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, be a bird. Fly like a bird.
Hey,
hump, but don't hump in the light. Only in the dark. Only half the audience can see it. Hump the air. That's okay.
Yeah.
Or remember we were doing the Can't Fight This Feeling choreo, and we were figuring it out together. And I looked over at Ken, and there's Abby.
There she
and
is.
I was like,
on to defend herself.
Well, I mean, we were all trying to make it happen, but there's that iconic moment in the original production where Lonnie gets picked up, and then I was like, I'm not a small man. And I looked over.
Yes, you are.
Good. Thank you. Only mine did, I guess.
Okay.
And I looked over at Ken, and I go, I can lift you, bro. And you guys looked at each other and was like, I don't know, is Jack gonna hurt himself? Oh, there it is.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes, baby.
That's the one.
Yes, love right there.
And I was like, this is. I didn't get much sleep the night before that rehearsal. I knew it was coming up, and I had seen a lot of the other productions, and I was like, how are we gonna do this? We have to get hydraulics or I don't know, some kind of trampoline action, or maybe like a lookalike Ken Griggs. We can get 2 of them to lift me. We can do like a Godspell thing, and you can like. There he goes.
I think he asked me for a couple of those things, Lauren. I was like, I don't think we can do that.
But you have to bring me a bag of celery every day. He's like, here's your dinner for the next week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like pure adrenaline. Anyways, I could have lifted like anything. I was ready to go.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a great moment, man. It really was fantastic.
And Ken, you in the air like that was, it was epic.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Very, very fun.
Oh my God.
Very, very fun.
I feel like we could do
this
all night.
This is what they chime in for, right? This is the kind of stuff they want to hear.
Yeah, these are the shenanigans. That
Celery
people,
talk.
Yep, they tune in for,
Celery talk with Ken Griggs.
Hey, Jack, what about your nunchucks?
Nunchucks were cool. I did hit myself in the face a couple of times. Did I lose them? I don't remember. They were in the beginning. Sometimes I didn't. Thank you. What are you saying? Downtown? What?
No,
This went to rated R real quick.
Here instead of there.
Oh right, yeah. I was always hitting myself in the face. Only Blood, the one show, but I was always like, I was ready, man. I was ready to like flow, and it's just like what all you guys said about like just like having the audience there, or like. Not to my own horn. I did Mamma Mia last year regionally, and that was weird, Michael. That was like, we're doing Mamma Mia, and we're rehearsing. It was kind of like this, where it was like, we're rehearsing, and it's like static, and we're in a vacuum, and how is this going to go? And then it was like,
nuts.
Oh my God, everybody
love
loves
us.
this.
You're like,
they love us.
like,
I'm only in
them.
4 scenes.
I know. Yeah.
Why are they giving me a standing ovation? I haven't said anything yet. Ha ha, I lifted this suitcase. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird? It's really weird. I know.
Yeah, this is going to work, y'all. I haven't even told a joke yet.
Yeah.
It's so true. Weird. Oh my God, I love it. Well, I'm going to bring some of our stars back in. So that means that I'm going to say thank you to Zach and Melvin for being with us tonight.
Bye, guys.
I love you
Bye, Mel.
guys so much. Thank you so much for being incredible in the show and also joining us tonight and being with us here. Yeah. It's so good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you soon. Bye, Zach. Bye, Melody. And then let's go ahead and bring in Charlie Brady and Cameron. Charlie Brady is back live from the garage.
Che Brady is back.
Oh, man. Jeez.
Great.
Oh, my God. This is why the man was hired.
Yes. Yes. Yep. Lauren, yes.
Right?
Jack, when you look straight at the camera, it's like you're wearing an Elvis wig. So just look straight at the camera for me. There we go. Yeah. What's that?
Your baseball cap.
Thank you.
Oh my God. That is absurdity.
Is it not cool?
But hey, Dave. Dave is back. But
there he is.
John.
I
have my stuff too.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
you made a costume change.
That's it. I was inspired by Sean McCracken.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sean McCracken.
Sean McCracken.
I mean, Michael, didn't we have such an amazing time, and Abby, of course, too, in the casting of all of these roles? I mean, when Jack came in, I told him when he was a guest on Living Room Live, like, we were just like, this guy, like, is such a live wire. We don't know what's going to happen, but we want to see what he's going to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it was great, because I was like, no, we want that, because we got to go crazy. I remember because it was like, I think in the casting, different sorts of people came in that I think I was probably originally imagining, but as often happens, they come in and say, it's him or it's her. That's it. Let's do that instead. What if it was this instead of what we thought? Yeah. And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, and Ken, you played such a different role in this show also than I'm used to you
doing. Ken, yeah.
You
came in, I was like, what?
So funny and like such an anchor, but like hilarious and sexy and and just like rock star when you're like, a surgeon and like whatever. And like
I know he's a doctor, everyone.
Yeah, I remember whenever I found out he was a doctor, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'll make rehearsal. I just got to finish being my doctor, do my doctor thing. Whatever, I'm available.
It was a blast.
But everybody, and Cameron, when you came in too, I mean, I remember just being like, all of us still like, well, there you go. Nobody else. Yeah, that's our girl. I mean, it was killer. And you and Dave together, I'm sorry. I think Jack and Ken had a little bit more chemistry than you guys did, but
it's undeniable. It's undeniable.
You
Well,
get
you
that
guys were
feeling.
like meeting each other in the show. We had already like had our love. You know, it was there.
Exactly. They were just pretty.
It was already right
pretty.
there.
Yeah.
They
You
had
know
about
what
a
I
week
mean?
on us.
Foundation.
Yeah, we had a lot to grow from.
You guys were young love, and they were like love.
Yeah.
Right.
They were
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Charlie pretty much had chemistry with everything on stage.
Wine
Dude,
coolers, the
thank you for
bathroom
doing
stall, the
Thank you for
urinal.
doing that.
The lady.
Anything, any inanimate object was like my partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to talk him into that. Remember, Lauren, I had to talk him into doing that thing.
you
He was
did.
not going to do it, and we kept trying to see other people. And I was like, "Can we just have Charlie do it? Charlie, can you just do this? You just do this?"
Yeah,
And-
I was going to say before we were trying to get you on at the top of the show, I believe that we were in a restaurant after auditions, and I think you might have gotten down on your knee.
Yeah, right.
I believe that it was like a proposal.
It's like, just do this for me, please. Yeah, yeah.
There might have been tears. I think there were tears.
A little bit. Yeah, I'm a good actor, dude. But no, but the thing is I'm not tooting. It worked. But it worked. You worked, and you didn't think it would, and I could already see it. And you worked. You were so good. It was masculine, and it was just.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I mean, we got away with murder on that stage, man.
There's a lot of things.
You're one of them, little Cammy girl. Yeah.
Stage friend. No, but for real, like, Charlie, like, and this goes for Charlie and Dave, but like, there was a lot of like scandalous materials that we, that is super vulnerable as an actor to, embody. And Charlie and Dave, as well as all the guys, Jack, everybody, but like they kept us so safe. And like I felt enormous gratitude to the folks that I got to share that stage with, especially in the really vulnerable, scandalous moments.
Yeah,
it never got creepy, did
on
it?
his shoulders and
yeah.
doing spread eagles and stuff. Yeah, things like that. Yeah,
I definitely told my wife not to be in rehearsal for about a week.
I remember that.
I was like, you just can't come. You can't come yet. It's just not going to be good yet. It's not going to be okay.
Guess what? I don't want to come. I don't want to see all that yet. I'm not ready.
I don't want it.
Right, we can get copies of the footage. The footage is available.
But it was.
No, but you're right. But Cameron, you're right though. I mean, Michael and Abby, like you guys really created a very like professional atmosphere for all that because that can get a little squirrely sometimes, and how to approach that is there's never like the one right way to do it, and you guys nailed it.
Yeah, I agree.
It was all from the get go. It never felt like weird or inappropriate or like it's just business. You know what I mean? It was great.
And you both also too really pushed people to go outside of their comfort zones and also outside of what they thought their limits were. I mean, Abby, you had people dancing who don't ever dance, and when you're looking at these videos, they're
You did it though.
I did it.
Practiced really hard.
And I don't think I've ever been more proud of anything in my entire life. Is like from that dance.
Because I think everybody like believed. Oddly, I think we were all surprised on actually how wonderful the show is. I think we all got the script. We're like, yeah, that's Rock of Ages. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. But I think ultimately we were all surprised once we dove into the material how great it was. So we all just wanted to like do it together, 120%. Everybody helping each other, the dancers, the stage management, Michael, Dave, everybody was involved in making it awesome.
Yeah. Everybody was fearless too, man. Everybody just like went there. It was what it needs too, It's good.
Yeah, it was so
fun. That is what I was most proud because I mean, for better or for worse, I do like it when everybody is fearless, and I feel like people did do that.
Yeah,
and I'm so proud of everybody that for whatever happens, the struggles or hardships we had, everyone just dove.
Yeah.
And oh God, Abby's asking me to do this really hard dance. I don't know if I can do it. You just kept going after it. And I go, you'll get it. Just keep doing it. And it's amazing. I'm really proud. I'm really proud of everybody.
Well, you guys set a really high bar that people really wanted to achieve to, and it is something that is helps elevate everybody and I appreciate that as a producer to watch the actors just be like, no, I'm gonna nail this choreography. No, I've never done a bot ma, but I'm gonna do it. Watch me, I'm gonna nail it. I'm really proud of the work that you guys did on this show. Like Abby said, we all could easily be like, oh, it's Rock of Ages, no big deal. But there's this beautiful heart in the show, and there's so much joy in it.
Yes.
And
it's really smart. It's really
very
smart. Yeah.
It is like almost classic musical theater, but under this sort of like 80s like genre, sort of whatever. But I was very articulate, Lauren. Great job.
I got it.
I'm a good host.
Lauren, you're awesome, Lauren.
It
Thank
makes
you.
sense.
You are.
This is really good stuff.
It was perfect. It was
really
perfect.
Good. Well, it's we're 20 minutes over, so I'm just running out of things to say.
I thought we got to go to 9.
Well, we go 8:30 to 9. So I'm having too much fun. We're going to keep this going. I'm going to show another video, you guys, before we start saying goodbye to everybody. Here is our final Rock of Ages video clip.
I was living for a dream, loving for a moment, taking on the world. That was just my style. Then I look into your eyes, I can see forever. The search is over, you wish me all right. Porque Dante and Cordo Mosso, El Gordovino, we performing Oriente, working hard to get my feel. Everybody wants a thrill. Hey, can you sing the roll the dice on the motorbike? Some win, some lose. And some of all the things they blues. The music will never end. It goes on and on and on and on. Don't stop believing. Oh, let me there. Dream like a people. Don't stop.
Oh, I love it so much.
I mean, Dave Toole though. Oh, Sherry, come on.
Oh man, I was in my element. Rock and roll fantasy. It's just happening.
That wig kept getting better as the run went on.
I've been doing for like 3 wigs, but I wanted to like post a screenshot. I was going to share it of like that it like looked like my hair. So I used to have long hair, and it was spot on. It was like, oh, it was so good.
But no, when the first one, I was like, oh, okay.
I remember that.
I'm like, okay, it's okay.
Like, yeah, we're gonna work on that. Don't you worry about that. I was like, oh,
it's not that bad. It's okay. Yeah, it got better though.
Oh my god.
It was like one of those things like whenever your kid falls down, you're like it's okay, and they're like bleeding.
Fine.
All right, and you're just thinking,
Call the freaking ambulance. Yeah, no, it was.
You're driving to the hospital, right?
Dropping that you have a kid
slow
now.
down. Yeah.
Congratulations to Dave Toole and his wonderful, wonderful child. He just gently slid
Hey, little bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fast asleep right now. But ironically, you know what's really funny is whenever he starts acting up or getting fussy, we play him Van Halen's "Jump" and like he calms down.
Yeah, I
swear
saw
to
some
God.
video on that.
It's amazing.
You posted that. That's out there.
My
That's
favorite Facebook photo in the last year
I'm
is
almost
the
sure
one of
that's-
the baby going like this, and then you going like this.
He has my mouth for sure. It's like,
Well, he has no choice. He's going to be a rocker. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
With a name like Bear, I mean, he's just going to.
that's why we did it.
So
It was very
cool.
intentional.
And did you hear the crowd go insane after that? I mean, that just must have been such a rush for you guys.
Oh, so awesome. Yeah.
So fun.
I miss it
Yeah.
so bad. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
I
And
mean,
Abby,
just
did
for
you
us.
see- Did you see how the choreography looked so awesome? I mean, I just love those big shots of the stage where everybody's like,
So good.
everybody's together.
Yeah.
So
It's
great.
so exciting. Every
That must have been closing night.
like everybody.
I didn't hear Abby. Say it one more time.
I said that must have been closing night.
Yeah, or just really good editing. Really good editing on your part. Look, they did it. Okay, not that other part. That one's good.
Charlie's gotten really good at his post production.
That is editing. Yeah, that's editing.
Jackson, that one. We can zoom out.
I'm not even listening to what you're saying, Jack. I'm just looking at your sunglasses.
It's best. It's best that way.
I don't think I got those in for Living Room Live. Look, it's really me, guys. Look, it's really me.
Everything.
But I love these. I love these a lot.
No, I was so proud of y'all's work. It was
So
just
fun.
so fun. I mean, just to have that kind of level of talent in that huge venue, and to have people like Abby and Michael, they bring such a top level to the craft. It was just so awesome.
Well, it all starts from the top, right? It all starts from the top, Missy.
That's
And
right.
One time.
Yeah, for sure.
Michael,
Totally agree. Totally agree. Totally agree.
Wow.
Michael's and Lauren's. And then, of course, Meta, so that it's true.
Hey, we were in the tent. I took care of the crew. We had Jack and Coke in the tent, and we were
no,
rocking
you did
and
not.
rolling.
I don't believe you. That is inappropriate.
We did not have any
That
Jack.
didn't happen.
That's all lies.
That's more lies.
No, we were hydrating. We were hydrating.
I want one.
There you go.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
It actually reminds me
Gots to
that
hydrate.
that
Hydrate
Eric
everybody.
Collins, who was our sound designer, would wear those like tattoo sleeves.
Yes.
Like, everybody
Yeah.
really bought into sort of the rock and roll.
Can I actually make a quick comment? So that tattoo that you saw on my shoulder in O'Sherry,
Yeah.
Michael, do you remember drawing that on my arm opening night?
Can I just show you one picture really fast? This is how deep in Michael Berry was as a director and a creative artist.
I can't wait. Oh God. God. Michael on his knees again.
Always. And Dave.
If only that was the only picture of him on his knees in this show.
Dave still as a spectator is my favorite part of the whole thing.
I'm so pumped.
Okay, it's still up here.
Oh my God, your face, Dave.
I know, I'm so excited.
Oh, so good. That's so good. Yeah.
You're sticking that Sharpie.
There's a lot of awesome
Oh
stuff
my
happening.
God.
I want you to freaking remember me, Charlie Brady.
Oh man, how could I not?
Yeah, it's not like Charlie was denying it. It was,
Yeah.
welcome.
And Charlie's wife was taking the photo, so.
I swear I said no like 3 times before that.
Your smile
I was there.
betrays
That's
you.
me, yes.
I love it so much. But that was the commitment to like authenticity. Like Michael's an incredible artist, and he was like, let me add that.
Actually, your art was all over the stage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like you had some very specific art on that bathroom stall that made it into some blocking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean the butt cheeks that you caressed?
Not
Charlie?
butt cheeks.
Oh.
North butt cheeks.
They
That
were
might have
so
happened.
big. I thought they were
It wasn't getting decorated enough. I went ahead.
You know?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Oh my God.
I wanted, whenever I could see something for Charlie to do, I'm like, I'm doing this because I want to see him do this.
I know.
You know.
Though also an awesome shout out to Chris Bernier who did our graphic design and is our technical director.
He figured so much out.
Dude, he still has that urinal in the scene shop.
Right on.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think the condom's still in it too, actually.
Dude, I love the urinal.
Such
Yeah,
a good
we fought for that. No, but he made sense out of all that crazy between trying to figure out, Abby and I trying to figure out, okay, where do the poles need to be? How many do we have to have?
Yeah.
What should we have here? But okay, but if I put those here, we can't do this. What do we with the band? If you put the band there, then my girls can't. And it was like, okay. We'll try. I mean, and he made sense of it all, and it all worked. Between
great.
all the adjustments. I mean, it worked out.
And that upper level too, and the
Not an
beautiful
easy
showcase.
place either to make lots of different sets, right? Because it was it was so stationary.
Yeah.
It was weird. Angles were weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the spots couldn't reach the top levels because
Right.
of where they were.
Right.
The
Oh,
towers,
right,
so they
right.
And I
could
wanted to go
only
way up
part of
high.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
and it was like every night I kept going higher.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
But
Don't
Yeah.
start singing
One
when
cool
you're
thing-
halfway down the stairs.
A lot of performers who spend their whole life in their theaters, they never get to have that experience of hearing their voice and their music being echoed like a quarter mile away with these massive outdoor speakers filling up that venue. And I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Every night it was magic.
That must have been so fun.
It was so great being in the tent because I got to see the concert every night, and I got to see people out in the house. And at the end, when everybody was screaming and y'all were coming down the runway, we won't refer to what we called it, but the runway.
Sorry.
Everybody stood up.
Sorry, Abby.
We couldn't see you, so we were all standing over the tent going, "Stand by for this cue. Stand by."
Do you remember? And at the bottom of that runway, there was that little clear piece of plexiglass, a spotlight underneath it. For like, it was. We only used it like once or twice, but it was so freaking worth it. It was so like.
So
good.
Yes. Yes.
That shot. Rock and
Oh,
roll.
good shot.
Good shot. Look at her. Oh, look at that's cool.
You guys are awesome. That was so fun. Oh, man. Oh, it's just so good to see all of you, all your faces. Thank you for everything that you've done for Theater Raleigh and just your artistry you bring to everything, especially Rock of Ages, because that's what we're celebrating tonight. I can't thank you enough. You guys killed it. You were amazing.
So fun.
Every single one of you, Charlie, Dave, Cameron, Abby, Michael, Ken, Jack, the entire cast that has been with us tonight. Thank you so much. Everybody nailed it on all cylinders. It was so much fun.
Lauren, I know you're wrapping up, but how's Theater Raleigh going to be? Is it going to be okay? How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're like every theater across the world that we're pivoting our efforts. Obviously, we're doing a lot of virtual experiences right now, a lot of theater online. But we are looking to doing some things in the fall, smaller, maybe hybrid things that we'll be announcing in the next few weeks. And then we're hoping, crossing our fingers, that we'll be able to do some version of our season in 2021.
Okay.
So we have, we're buoyant, we have perseverance. You all will work at Theater Raleigh again.
I need
That's
the
what I'm
work.
trying to say. Yeah, you will be hired by Theater Raleigh again. And it's some exciting things, actually.
It's the only shirt I got like this.
We're actually trying to take this time to sort of focus on what the future looks like for Theater Raleigh. So I think some fun things are going to come out of having to refocus during this sort of downtime, I guess, so to speak. So, more about that later. But in the meantime, you guys just be well and stay safe. Wear your freaking masks, okay? And go vote and stuff. Vote.
Zoom date soon, Rock of Ages. Soon,
I love that idea.
Yes, a Zoom cocktail soon. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody.
Oh, I don't want to
Charlie,
say goodbye.
I'm not going to say goodbye to you, but I'll say goodbye. Bye, Meta. Thank you for everything. And Cameron, of course, thank you for all your beauty.
Charlie, stay in the garage.
Yeah, like usual.
Jack,
I love it, guys.
Jack,
Just
we'll
here.
see you soon. And Dave, it's always a pleasure to see you. We'll see you soon. Abby, I love you, girl. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Ken, it was awesome to see you as well. Tell your family hello.
See you, brother.
And Michael, Barry, last but not least. It is so good to see you, my friend. I miss you like crazy. Get back here soon.
Guys.
Seriously, give Sarah and your entire family our best. And
I will.
Let's do a FaceTime soon, just so we can catch up for real.
I'd love that.
We'll catch up.
I'd love that, guys. Love you guys.
Miss you guys. Miss you.
Bye.
Miss you much.
All right, Charlie, I'm removing you too.
Okay.
Soon. Okay, so that was fun. We have another awesome reunion special coming up, but we're gonna kick it to the end of October. We are going to do the Rocky Horror Show reunion special. You guys, it's gonna be killer. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a teaser.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its control. But listen closely. Not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. It's just a jump to your left. And then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. You're bringing heat and pride. But it's a velvet glove that really drives you insane. Let's do the time once again. Let's do the time once again. Let's do the time once again.
that will be fun. Also, we did that show at Carrie's booth amphitheater. So check that out. It'll be October 25th, our reunion special for the month of October. Don't miss that. And ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, right here on YouTube, you are going to get to see Jesse Gebhardt, who you just saw in that as Frankenfurter, right here live in my living room for Living Room Live. Check us out at 7:30 on YouTube tomorrow night. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was fun. I feel dizzy, but it was so exciting to see everybody. I hope you all stay really well and safe. Vote, wear a mask, and I will see you very soon at the theater.